Hey, welcome in, welcome in. Let me correct my sound a little bit here. So, welcome to my update regarding my armor build, and this is part 5. And we are going to see what's been done, what is going ahead, and where we are at right now. So, first of all, I've been moving and doing a physical move to a new place, new apartment, and there's been some bumps in my build that basically took my motivation away a little bit. But I'm going to explain that in all, where we are and what's happened since last time I've done this update. Last time we went through the helmet, we went through the gloves, and there's been some additional stuff in my collection since then. First of all, we know the sword itself. I ordered additional one. They were out of stock, and luckily I've come across additional one. So I have one reserve to the fact that the one of these will be in no contact with other weaponry at all, because I like the design. It is in my monster, my showcase, hanging in, floating in air, in the visible strings, and in order to be shown up with some lighting. I'm going to show that in a later moment. And also upcoming is the armor stand, the real one in wood, because I have good template now, and it will be crafted with the chainmail, and it will also include the helmet. Yeah. So this is my second one. I had one identical that had been showing on YouTube and stream earlier. Is in one of my first ones. As well, we have one more item, and this I showed in one of my other streams. It will be not used in full contact show. The fact it will hurt, since it's not you're not able to do this without actually hurting anyone, and in that case we would need to be rounded completely. I bought this one to the fact because why not? I liked it. I like the design, and I like the weapon itself, and it's one of the most controversial weaponry in the Middle Ages, to the fact it's can opener. It will go through anything, whatever. It has place for a leather strap. This will be done as well. I haven't decided if it's going to hang in the same weapon case as the sword and the dagger. I might end up doing that. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. So this is a pretty nice tool. I'm gonna back up a little bit so we'll see the full size of it. I like the design, the twisted handle. It's full metal, and yeah, it's robust. But it's more for show than use. In order to order this from the battle merchants, I had to send in my passport in order to get into my location. Now, you need to investigate whether it's legal or not in your country if you order stuff like this, because you don't want to get stuck in the customs. It's nasty, it's scary, and yeah, you just want to try hit stuff with it while you're holding it in your hand, because it feels really nice, really good in your hand. So let's put that away. I'm gonna place it on a spot where I will not step on it, because it's talking of stepping on Legos, that's nothing compared to that. Well, to the main point, the chainmail. What has happened since last time I streamed about it, and visually Not that much, to be honest, but technically, yes, loads. And also preparation for the next steps and the other parts that is going to be underneath it, the clothing itself. The it's going to be two-part, one linen and one well, cotton, and it's going to be on top of each other. It's two layers in order to protect and also be giving a breathable clothing. And on top of that, the chainmail will be placed, and then we're gonna have the gambits on. So the underneath clothing is like 90% complete. I'm going to sort that out tomorrow and going to the next step. So I'm going to lift up my chainmail here. I'm going to swap over to my building view as well. And I think we are going to end up in this view. And that is correct. So you can see the table here where I'm working, but this little piece of chainmail is the one I've been battling with. So I'm going to swap over to this one. You can see I have on the table here this 3 stacks. That's basically 24 patches, 2.7k rings that it's going to be used on this one. So also preparation for the next and some couple of markers. But the thing is here, the chainmail itself, if you start from up, we have the collar, and it's hard to focus on this one, but there's an opening here, and you have one white string and one red string, and that's basically center points in the chainmail itself. I color mark them in order to easier to see which one is back and forward. And the corners, edges of these, all the edges throughout this chainmail, when it's done, will be reinforced with thin leather that it will be overlapping 1 centimeter on each side, and it's going to be stitched through into the chainmail itself to reinforce the edges as well, not having any chain rings scraping against bare skin. And also it's going to make the collar more rigid, and that's going to be the case in all the edges throughout the chainmail. So if I lift it up all the way up, you can see it's almost a full length as it is. The thing is, currently it's a little longer than a t-shirt sleeve. It's almost falling down to my elbows, so I'm going to extend it once more, and it's going to end up at my elbow length. So after that, it probably need to be tightened down in order to not be too wide around my arms itself. What I've done basically, where hiccup was that it was too wide. I started the armpit or the arms sleeves too early, so I needed to shorten them a full length. So basically that is like 1 patch length too much. So I basically had to remove 1 patch because I built with it with 5 plus extra, and so I removed 1, and in order to do that you needed to find the middle point in the chainmail itself, and that was a hassle, and also build it in and make a good connection in the armpit area so it goes seamlessly as good as possible into your sleeve. I know I talked about twisting the I see I have a damaged ring here, twisting the direction of the rings from the chainmail itself. Now this is a debate whether you should not do that or you should do that. That depends totally on the time era of and whereabouts you are in the world when it comes to the chainmail. And in this case, I'm going to, in basically the Viking era, had built this all the way the same direction. And later on in the medieval era, it goes twisty to the different direction, just to have the fall of the rings and the pattern to a different direction, so it doesn't get, you don't get stuck with a sword on it. Now, is it wrong to do this way whenever you're going to use medieval equipment? No, it's not. For me, I try to put the rings in a different direction, and well, it was a hassle, and I tried to do the math, and in that point when I was doing it, it was like, nope, I'm giving up on this. I'm going to do it the easier way, so to say, and build it as I intended to do it from the beginning. So that is the outcome of the sleeves itself. So they're going to be extended at least once more, and when you're done that, you're going to a part of one type of chainmail. As well, for the length, I'm gonna lift it up. It's getting heavier and heavier, so the length is going to be extended with one patch length that is 9 centimeters itself. The patches will be 9 times 7, so width 7, height 9. So after I extended it once on the length and extended the arms once, I need to do a decision whether I want to do full length chainmail that goes to my knees, as well to my wrists. So when it comes to extending it, I want to, those rings that are on the table, the 24 patches, is basically, it's 16 patches to extend the length, and it's 8 patches to extend the sleeves on the arms, once on both sides. So it's 4 plus 4 plus 16 on the length. So 24 rings to extend the full area, all the areas on the chainmail itself. I'm not worried about the amount of rings I left, because I still have 7 bags, and that's about between 5 to 9k rings in each. And from one bag you will get about 50 patches, so maybe even 60 patches, depending on the amount of rings. The minimum amount is 5k in it, so there will be plenty of rings to do it. And since I'm going to have embraces on my arms, there's also a consideration not to have the chainmail all over to my wrist, in order to make more space and comfortability, more comfort, in order to have the plate embraces on my arms. So it's there and there. I will extend it. That's the thing, when you build a chainmail, you have a plan, you start it, you build it, you see it, you try it on. It's like, should I? Yes, I should. Should I extend it more? You can do all the measurements in the world, but when you put it on, especially with some thicker clothing underneath you, you put your belt on, you let it fall on your body, and you will see if you need to extend it or not. So I'm trying to keep track how many patches, how many rings my chainmail will end up in. I'm guessing around 24k. So 24k-ish or 35k, depends how far in I'm going to extend it. So the status is, the chainmail is finally, I'm through these hellish armpits. I'm gonna back up a little bit. You will see. The armpits also has a string in order to mark the center point, as well for the ends. Here you have the center point in the middle and the edges of the chainmail. Now it's not falling as I want to, because I'm holding it a little weird. But yeah, it's the most important part as well, is to put markers on your middle points. important parts, because you have your counting points. Where is the sides? You don't want to build it different width on the sides, because the chain is going to start to turn, and the longer it is, more it turns, and it feels like you have t-shirt that is wrongly put on your body, and it's twisting. So since it's not light, it's heavy, it will twist. It controls your placement on your body. You're not controlling it. So it's very important to keep track on the middle point of the chainmail itself, as I've done here. We have the middle part and the sides itself. And when it comes to the collar as well, keep track of the back and front part. When it comes to the armpits itself, yeah, and I have markers on the top corner here. Where is the seam that goes to the middle of your collar? So that's on both sides. So I have markers on the top, markers in the middle, markers on the bottom. So that's very, very, very important to keep track on, because if you lose track on that, which has happened for me, once I needed to stop everything and start counting rings. And I tell you, it's not pretty and it's not funny, because you start counting them and you lose track of one. You need to start recalculating it. And when you have so many rings attached to each other, it's easy to get lost in your counting, because it feels like a graphic illusion when you start following the rings. And if you don't have it flat, you start sidetracking, and suddenly your kind of rings off. So on the width or the height. Very, very important. So next steps for me will be to join those patches, and basically these patches over here. These patches will be joined together, and this is for the length, and this is for the width. And for the lengthwise, I basically join them side by side, as so. I do that with 8, and when 8 is done, I will do the same with the other 8. So I have 2 mats of 8 patches together, and together they are doing the full circle around the chainmail. So these are going to be just straight attached from the top. If the chainmail is right here, so they basically, you're extending the chainmail with one length, and you attach it and place it together, and it's like a puzzle. So that's the easy part. So currently these 16 patches are going down the length. Same goes with my arms, and these are going to be extended to my sleeves. So hopefully we will reach out to the point where it's closer to my elbow. I need to do measurement, whether we're going to continue with 4 width, or if I'm going down to 3.5, maybe, depending on the end width of the sleeve. Now, what is important when crafting sleeves, and either sleeves or doing the armpits and everything like that, the most important part when you put it on and you do measurement, you use some extra hands here, put a thicker shirt on you, whatever, and when you have it on you, you must be able to move your arms. Try to even do jumping jacks. That's not a joke, but try to do jumping jacks with your chainmail on. If it moves freely, you're fine. If it seems sloppy and too loose, you need to tighten it up. So don't be in a rush when you're building your front and back and joining the seams on the side. Put a string between, join the chainmail together with a string on the sides before you start doing the sleeves. It's easier to do a measurement, but make sure that it's not too tight or too wide. If it's too wide, your sleeves are going to end up starting from this point, and you're going to have like a bat wing up, and it's not going to be a bit pretty, and it's not going to be comfortable either, because you have too much materials underneath your armpits, and you put the arms down. It's getting very bulky, so you need to be paying attention to that. When it comes to the arms itself, when you start building your hands, your sleeves, you need to consider your width on your arm down to the elbow, and then you have the width of your arm as well. And as you see, your arm is, as you know, your arm is not the same width at your wrist as your elbows. So there is a natural tightening going up here. Otherwise, you're going to end up with the sleeves that is down here, and you don't have a control. It's like bat wings, and you want to tighten it up when it comes to your wrist. So the only way to do this, even though you measure and measure and measure, what you should do, take notes, and every time you do one extension, check how it does look. If possible, try to join it together and with some string and see how it feels. So what I'm doing now, I'm going to extend it one, and then I'm basically putting, as you see on my table, on the table there, I have these markers. Basically, it's a wooden peg with a loose ring on it, so I can put it as a red marker on the edges to keep track of where I am on my build, and it's like a temporary joining, and how it feels. And after that, you basically focus on doing one arm each, one sleeve first. Take notes how many rings down you if you're just doing the straight line, it's nothing. But if you're going to do tightening the rings together, making it like less rings further down you go in order to make it tighter, keep track how many rings you put down, and that's the easier way to do it with patches, because you know your patch is different, specific width and specific height. It's eight rings high, 8 rings width. So doing like, I'm going down 4 rings, I'm going to do tighter. All right, make notes, do the same thing to the other side. Even though the human body is not fully 100% proportional, I beg to differ that I don't think your left arm is Arnold Schwarzenegger and the right arm is Gollum. So there's it's not that big difference. Just try to build your ring sleeves symmetrically together with the same width and height, so you don't have any twisting and anything like that. So also keep tracking your center points, and this is very important. So next one for me will be basically joining these rings together, and as you see, there's 8 patches ready to be used as well. I'm going to do that maybe in order to, I'm basically preparing an additional extension for my sleeves if one is not enough. So I'm already prepared. I try to have patches ready already, so I don't have to stop my build when you go into the momentum, starting joining, and you want to continue, and you realize, shit, I don't have any patches left, and I don't want to stitch by ring, because I tell you, when your chainmail is starting to be like almost 199% full length, you don't want to hold it with one arm and trying to stitch the rings one by one, because it's not funny. You can't do that. I'm not preferably doing that because I want to have control, and it's easy to keep count if you know, okay, it's 5 patches or 4 patches or 3 patches. So that's it for this time. I will update as soon as possible. I've extended this one as well, the next part, because the tricky part will be at your elbows, because you have a specific width of the chainmail that goes here, and if you close your elbow, it's going to tighten up here. The things, all the joints you're building in can't be too tight here, and when you move your arms up, it cannot be too tight around this area because you're going to rip your rings up. As well, when it comes to the elbow, this is a tricky part. You need to go smoothly up here. As long as I'm planning, if I'm going to full sleeve, I'm planning to build it up here. So when it's close here, you can easily move your arm and then move it up, maybe tighter up towards your wrist. And in that case, it's going to naturally fall down to a certain point, but it's not going to fall all the way down. As well, when it comes to the chainmail, I'm trying to do some research regarding whether you have leather straps around your arms when it's on. I've seen both, basically leather strings. When you have it on you, you put it around your arm, around the chainmail in order to stabilize it so it's not moving around. As well, for if you're going full length, the chainmail down to your kneecaps, you're gonna split it in the middle, and you don't want that wobbly two pieces of chainmail running around and moving around when you're running or moving. So you could attach basically in front of your leg and the back of your leg a little leather strap that just keeps it together, not to keep it tight. It's more, it's not moving all around. So that's also one thing. And all the edges will be added with leather and strengthened with leather, so it's going to be more rigid. And as well, don't forget your belt, that it's going to keep your chainmail on one spot so it's not moving around. It's like, yeah, I think we're gonna end up like 7.58 kilos when it's done. And when you have it on, it's the weight is spread around you. Although more equipment you put on yourself, the higher your balance point is. So, and when this is done, I'm going to start building my chainmail hood, and that's going to be underneath my helmet. So, yeah, I'm actually looking forward for it. It's a smaller build, not that many rings, and I think it's going to be pretty smooth. So time-wise, am I stressed? No, not really. The armor stand will be built within 2 months as well. So I will have it on the stand on display when I'm not using it. I have a sheath aluminium plastic thingy to like a coat hanger for like a normal coat. And then I'm having this one on when I'm building it, and I need to have a full view on it. So yeah, so far so good, and we're going to continue to build this, and I will keep you posted. And next update will be when I've extended the arms, the sleeves, and the length of the chainmail, whether it's going to be once or twice extensions, we'll see. And you can either go full length or you go like 20 centimeters below your waistline, and because you have a belt on it, you need to put it a little longer so it's not too short, so it doesn't end up going over. If you have your belt on and it's too short and you're moving around, the belt is going to be tucked over under the chainmail, like having too short t-shirt on you, and it's going off from your pants, or shirt is too small. So you need to be a certain length, and as well with the sleeves as well. So we'll see. It's like trial and error. You build small pieces all the time and try it on. You build, train on, build, train on, and you will instantly see if it looks good, if it feels good, if it's the correct length. And yeah, I think that's it. So I will continue building it, and sorry, I read your chat later. Can't you cover your room in plastic, bring a watermelon and smash it? You mean with this one? Of course, you mean this one. It would be nice to do a smash test on this one, but I could do that outside as well. You can record and we can smash and see if it smash. I think it will smash. Try that on different fruits. Watermelon is one. Coconut, definitely a coconut. That would be cool to try out as well. The coconut will be pulverized. I don't have any ballistic gel orzo, and that will be interesting to see how much damage it actually does. But we're not going there. It's not that kind of channel. So yeah, coconut, watermelon, anything like that would be cool to try out. And I think that's an outdoor activity. I was joking around, it could be used as a priest when you're fishing. For those who doesn't know, the priest is the one you basically bonk your fish and you pick it up and they want to take it out. And if you're gonna pick it up and eat it. So, yeah. But I think that concludes my stream, and thank you for joining in. This will be uploaded to YouTube. This will be my next chapter in my playlist with armor crafting, and hopefully next time I will also have my cotton and cotton shirt, everything that done, and I will have most likely have been starting for build my gambeson that is going to be over the chainmail itself. Also, I'm waiting for my more material, waiting for my leather to arrive so I can start reinforcing the areas around the chainmail. So until next time, I hope you have a good one, and take care of yourselves, build your armor, order your swords. Thank you for joining in, and as well, I have no sponsorship regarding the materials from either corpse.sc or Battle Merchant. I bought them all. I'm lifting those merchants up because I like the products. So have a good one, and see you all around. Until next time, peace.